And actually, my mother was born in Madurai. So I was born in South Africa. Yes, I have my own school.
Times when I'm sitting in front of the camera, I get on like always stiff.
There are two reasons worrying about how you look. You must know your stuff really well. Hello.
Hi.
Nilanjan?
Nilanjan, yes, that is correct.
Nilanjan. I'm very pleased to meet you. My name is Rani.
It's great to meet you too.
Okay. So where are you from, Nilanjan?
I'm from India.
And what part?
Judging by your name, sorry
Yes?
for interrupting you. Judging by your name, do you have any Indian origin?
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh,
My great grandparents were all from India, from Tamil Nadu.
okay.
And my my great grandparents and my great grandparents, because my grandparents were actually in South Africa, and my parents were born there. And actually, my mother, when she was born in Madurai.
Madurai.
Yes, and when she was 6 months old, she went to South Africa. So I was born in South Africa.
Okay.
But I live in Ireland now, so it's all very confusing.
Yes, somewhat. What time is it now in Ireland right now?
It is 12:20, lunchtime, just about coming to lunchtime.
Okay.
What time is it in, which part of India are you in?
I'm from West Bengal.
Bengal.
Yes, West Bengal.
West Bengal.
Yes.
Oh, okay, right, West Bengal. The only thing
Yes, have you heard of Darjeeling?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so I'm from pretty much there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I went to India for the first time. My parents didn't get to go to India. They both passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And I would have loved, I said some prayers for them though when I went to India. And I brought a picture of them and I left it in a temple. So I feel I brought them to India.
With you.
2 years ago, I was there, and it is such a beautiful country.
Definitely.
Oh, so
full of diversity.
Absolutely, and the people. Well, I'm saying it to you, but the people are so kind and so friendly and so helpful. You know, really.
Definitely.
I'd love to go back. Maybe when the coronavirus is gone.
Pandemic is over. Yes, exactly.
So
I wanted to ask.
Yes,
I wanted to ask you though. I would like to post the recording of this session on YouTube, on my teeny tiny YouTube channel.
Okay.
If I have your consent to do that.
Yes, sure. Why not? I don't know if Cambly would have a problem with that, but
I don't think they do have a problem because I've seen so many other people post their session recordings.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. No problem at all. So tell me, tell me a little bit about yourself and what you're doing at the moment. How old are you?
Well,
me asking.
I'm 24. I completed my bachelor's in 2019, I believe it was. It's been a while. And then I enrolled myself in an MBA program.
Okay.
It's a distance program. And currently I have a YouTube channel, like I mentioned. Been, learning how to edit videos and improving my skill set.
Very
for that.
good.
That's something that
I also edit films.
Okay. Which, I saw that you also run your own institution.
Yes.
If I'm not wrong.
Yes, I have my own school, and part of it is, during the summer months, we make films and we make radio plays, and so I spend time then editing their films. But they're all young, and they're all making films, and it's always murder and blood.
Yeah,
or
that's something that is quite trending, I would say. I guess.
Yes. So, so what did you do your degree in, your bachelor's degree?
Oh, it was a triple major program in economics, sociology, and labor relations, industrial relations.
Oh, wow. Okay. And then what did you master in?
Currently, I'm doing an MBA. That's a Master of Business Administration.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, I wanted to ask you a few questions
Yes.
that I had, yes, I mean, that I wanted to ask you before I started the session.
Okay.
Yeah. So firstly, you run that institute, you run the school that you mentioned.
Yes.
What happens is sometimes when I'm sitting in front of the camera to record my videos, I get all, tensed up, and my I'm always stiff. My muscles get stiff and I'm nervous.
Okay.
How do I fix that? What do I do about in such a situation?
Well, there are two reasons for that to happen. Three, really. One is if you're not prepared for what's coming.
Okay.
The second reason is just the whole thing. You know that when you do this, it's going to be seen by hundreds of people. So there's that. And also the third thing is worrying about how you look and how you sound. Okay. So the first thing is knowing what you're doing, that you can prepare. You must know your stuff really well. And you have to practice. Practice saying the words. Practice hearing yourself. That's another big thing. When people hear themselves for the first time, they go, oh, I don't sound like that, do I? Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You just have.
I can relate to that.
Yes,
definitely.
You just have to get used to the sound of your voice. Where the nerves of working with so many people is focus. What you have to do is you have to focus on your material and maybe focus on one person in your mind.
What do you mean by that?
So let's say you were doing give me an idea of what one of your YouTube entries is.
Okay, so I recently made a video where I was talking about, instead of, I guess you would have seen posts online about words that people should use instead of very. So instead of saying very sad, people can say depressed.
Yes.
So or something like that.
Yes.
So when I was making a video on that topic, I was nervous at the same time, I was conscious that how would I sound in front of the camera.
Okay.
And of course I can reshoot the entire thing, cut out whatever portions I don't like.
Yes.
But then stage that, speaking in front of audience, how do I tackle that?
Okay, well, you have to do physical exercises. And you have to do mental exercises, okay?
Okay.
The physical exercises, for that tenseness, you have to tense yourself, and then you have to relax yourself, okay? So if you lie on the ground and you start off by just feeling yourself on the ground, and then you tense your feet and you relax, and then you tense your legs and you relax, you tense your hands, so you move up your body and also to your face. You tense your face and then you relax your face.
So basically, tense all the muscles in the body one by one and relax.
Okay, because only way, because if I said to you, relax, okay, you probably would go, but you don't know that you have relaxed every muscle in your body, and tension moves like electricity through muscles. Okay, so if you add a little bit of tension somewhere, it will eventually move and move and move, and it'll affect your breathing. And when you affects your breathing, your breath control, it affects voice, and then the whole thing becomes too much. Okay, so relaxation is very important. Second, the mental relaxation. Now, with my students, I actually do a little bit of meditation with them. I don't call it meditation because some parents may associate it with a religion, what are you doing?
Yes.
Now, no.
It's a religious thing than something that you would do to comfort yourself.
Exactly. So what I do is they lie down or they sit, and I just talk them through a meditation, or more often I call it mindfulness, or I'll get them to do something and I'll say to them, okay, now as you take that step, I want you to think about how your foot is moving and how it feels when it lands on the ground. So you're just trying to bring everything down, okay? You must do that regularly. regularly.
Okay.
Because once just before you go on to record something isn't enough. So do the relaxation. The other thing is voice exercises. So you get used to hearing yourself. So you take the English vowel sounds like ah, e, oo, and it sounds crazy, but you need to get used to hearing yourself making those sounds and feeling them, hear the resonance, feeling it in your chest. And what happens is the practicalities you're taking care of.
That would be great.
And
Yes.
then talking about whatever you're going to do for your next YouTube broadcast. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. Write down. You see, I don't believe you should write down every word, because then if you're reading it, it sounds like a robot. What do you mean?
Right.
So this is where I say to my students, write down words, maybe phrases.
Okay. Bullet points.
Yes. Practice it in front of a mirror or on your phone and listen back to it. Don't go and record it on your channel yet. Listen to it. Take down notes and say, oh, I'm going too fast. I need to slow down. Or I need to use my inflection. Do you know what inflection is?
I'm not sure about
Inflection
that.
is the upward and downward gliding of your voice. It colors your voice.
Is it like intonation?
Yes. Exactly.
Okay.
I call it inflection. So it goes up and down.
Okay.
And remember, it's so important because you can say something in one way and it means one thing, but you can say the same words in a slightly different way and it means something else. It can almost sound sarcastic. So if I said, what's your name again? Nilanjan.
Yes.
So I said, Nilanjan, did you do all your homework? And if you said to me, no, I'm sorry, I was very sick yesterday and I couldn't do it. And I said, oh, you poor thing, were you very sick? And then you decide, oh, that worked well. So tomorrow you come in and you say, I didn't do my homework because I was very sick. And I say, oh, you poor thing, were you very sick? So
the different ways in which you spoke.
Yes, same words, but they can mean something different. So experiment with your voice. Experiment. When you've got something to say, if I say it this way, what does it sound like? If I say it that way, what does it sound like? Speed is very important as well. All of these things, once you have practiced and once you're feeling sure about it, it will help your nerves.
Okay. So the two to revise, like basically one is to relax and then to stiffen all muscles and then relax them, and the other one is to practice more what I'm supposed to say and practice with different speeds, different intonations.
And facial expression is
very
important. Now I will put all of that down for you. Okay.
I'll also make a note of it immediately after the call.
Yes, do. And the big thing is if you enjoy what you are saying or you are broadcasting, then other people will enjoy it as well. Don't keep it too serious. Have a little bit of fun with it. If that is what it is.